If you're here today, I want you to know that you are part of a rare few that are meant to receive this message to prepare for the blood moon lunar eclipse that is happening on March the 3rd. I want you to trust that you are led here for a purpose and a reason. I'm going to pull some cards to see what it is that your soul needs to hear as we are moving through this energy. So let's get into it. Welcome in, my beautiful Aquarius friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Let's go ahead, call in spirit, open up this space and see what it is your soul is meant to hear today. So I wanted to first start with the surrender card. So full moon support us in the shedding and releasing of any kind of energies that no longer align with us. And right now you're being called to surrender resentments. Are you carrying the weight of resentment? They're encouraging you to work on releasing these. So holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. So once again, holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. All right, the red umbrella, the red flowers are all coming in as signs for you today. So we're going to pull a healing message for you as well. So this blood moon is definitely coming in with some powerful healing energy. So we are getting for you, hold space for the sacred. You're being called to hold space for the sacred. See the divine in all things and connect with something deeper at this time. So once again, see the divine in all things, Aquarius, and connect with something deeper. Now, you may have seen a deer recently. This is a confirmation. This is a spirit animal that is guiding you. Now, we also have the number 45 on this card. So this might be a number of significance. It might be showing up in some way in your life. We have an affirmation here as well, so feel free to write this down and use it or seal it in the comment section below. I cherish the sacredness of all life. I cherish the sacredness of all life. And what I feel is happening is everything around you is communicating with you. Everything around you is communicating with you. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So the World card, your world is changing. You are elevating and you're crossing the threshold during this blood moon lunar eclipse into a completely different experience. You're going to feel this ascension as you are elevating. So you may be having ascension symptoms. So the World card is a major arcana card. This energy is going to be prominent in your life. However, it does tend to be in the background. So some of you might feel this energy intensely, while others you might feel this subtly. We have the Eight of Swords. You are breaking free. And this lunar eclipse is revealing to you something that is going to bring you strength, I feel like, to break free of whatever you felt was holding you back. So that is the Eight of Swords. This is you reclaiming your power in a way. So Eight of Swords, and we have the Page of Swords. There is that new beginning. There is that stepping into an unfamiliar experience, uncharted territory as a beginner. And this is something that you are not meant to fear. So if you have fear, feel it, but set it aside and don't let it override your experience. They want you to face the fear and do it anyways. Okay, so that is the Page of Swords. Now, I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. That's my favorite part, is when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. All right, so we have the number 21, 8, and 11. You might be seeing these numbers around. It's just a confirmation that you're definitely connected to this blood moon lunar eclipse. Now, I feel that with the World card, now before I begin, I'm just going to mention this. We all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs, because sometimes they put the pieces together for you. I've got a lot of intuitive downloads, and I've been receiving a lot of intuitive downloads recently in the past few weeks. So I'm getting an open channel with this. It feels like a tunnel, and this tunnel is bringing in waves of energy. So you may be going through this like patchy period where you're receiving a lot of information. And sometimes this can be overwhelming. This information can be coming through all different ways. And I feel maybe there's confusion or a hard time understanding what that information is or how to process it. And I feel that it actually is too much information for one to even process or work through. So I feel that they're encouraging you to actually turn something off for a little while and give yourself a break from it. Now, you are ascending, you are elevating in your frequency and vibration, and your body is going to feel this. So you're being called to rest, recoup, and nourish yourself as you're moving through this elevated experience. It's like a season changing in your life. So things aren't happening really quickly. These are gradual changes that are taking place. And if you feel that you are unsteady, feeling like you're off balance, or feeling unstable in whatever area of your life you're feeling this, they want you to stabilize yourself within that experience. This blood moon is actually supporting us in the reset of our nervous system. So when we're feeling like the energy external to us is pulling us in and we're finding ourselves entangled in that mess, they're calling you home from it, because you have the power of choice to disconnect from the noise and reconnect with yourself. So they're wanting you to choose yourself as you're moving through this. So what I feel is happening is there's some sort of like transitional or integrational period where you are letting go of an old self and you're stepping into a new self. And there's almost like this feeling of calm. Like if you take a look at the person on this card, they're just floating into this circle, right? It's like a hoop they're going through, a portal even, if you want to call it that. And they're stepping into this completely different energy. This is what's happening for you as well. You have stepped through some sort of a threshold. And I feel this is where we meet this blood moon, and that day we are crossing through a threshold where we have shifted into a new energy. This is my own opinion. This is what I believe. You might believe something different. And this is the energy that I've been feeling for many of you out there, is this feeling of peace and calm as you're moving into this. And is because of some sort of a silent choice you made that has to do with your truth, living life in a way that doesn't feel heavy or restricted. It's like you're choosing to not let things bother you anymore, especially the things of the world. And you showing up in your life as your truth, living and breathing that, is you helping the world, is you shining your light in the world by not participating and feeding the energy of anything external, right? So it feels like an open world. And there's like a lot of freedom here. I'm getting liberation. It's almost like you chose to speak some words that may have been extremely difficult for you, but because you did it, it has set the tone of the ripple effect that now has gone into the world, and the universe is responding to it. So it is aligning you to this higher timeline, and you're going to find yourself moving through it. And what a powerful experience to have, because I feel that, sometimes we can go back to history and take a look at specific points in our lives, events that happened where we could have done this back then, but we didn't. And it wasn't meant to happen there, because we were learning, we were evolving through the experience we were having. But now at this point, Whatever it was in the past no longer has power over you. And I feel this is a reclamation of your power, and then you taking that power and wielding it. And I feel you have also, I'm hearing the word also, you are building this strength in the gift that you have, the ability to be able to sense, feel, hear, and really speak another language. So you can see in this image, this woman is blindfolded. She looks like she is wrapped as well with some sort of string or rope, and there's swords here. It almost feels like she has no power. She's not able to do anything because she can't see it, but she's using her other sensory abilities. And I feel this specific experience over the next 3 to 4 weeks for you, especially around the blood moon, is revealing to you your power in a situation where you feel powerless. Okay? And it's not through what you're actually going to see. It's more about how you're going to see it through your sensory ability, through feeling into it rather than seeing into it. Okay? And this is allowing you to navigate and move through your world in a completely different way. And I feel this is what's breaking you free. And this solar eclipse, or sorry, this lunar eclipse, we just had the solar eclipse. Now we got the lunar eclipse. It feels like a slingshot. And we are still in the thick of Mercury retrograde. I feel that energy is floating around here, which may be creating some sort of disturbance or some sort of shaking up of things in order for you to see something that may have been beneath the surface that allows you to now break free because you saw it and now you can't unsee it, right? So there's an energy that is working through your life right now that is it's almost like dislodging, it's like dislodging things away from you that have been carried around like extra weight or dead weight, right? And you're highly intuitive right now, Aquarius. So songs, I feel songs are coming in that you may have been listening to. You can share with us in the comment section below. What is a song that you have recently had on repeat? And I feel that you maybe listen to songs when you're in the shower, perhaps, in your car while you're driving, or while you're cleaning the house, washing the dishes, cooking, like whatever it is that you're doing. There's a song that some of you have been recently listening to that takes you somewhere, that strikes a chord in your soul. What is the lyric that does that for you? Because I feel that is a message for the Aquarius collective here today through each of us as a community, right? So yeah, this full moon, this is going to be very powerful for you. So I want you to keep your feet on the ground, keep yourself in a place of peace and calm no matter what is happening externally. Stay in tune with you, your body, what your feelings are saying, what your intuition is also saying, especially over the next couple of weeks. So around full moons, especially this one, because it is a blood moon, lunar eclipse, I'm going to be lighting a candle and I'm going to be manifesting. And I know that once I set that intention, what this moon is going to do is shake up the things that I need to fall away from me in order to step into this version that is able to create and align with the experience I'm calling in. Right? So this is what's happening for you as well. I want you to especially work on clearing your mind, your thoughts of anything that is creating emotion that doesn't feel good. It's okay to be in our mind and think about things and plan things out. But the minute you are starting to find that these thoughts are becoming not good feeling, there's stress, worry, anxiety starting to build from them, this is a cue, a signal for you to clear that and make room for something else. Replace it with better thoughts, with gratitude, right? This kind of stuff. This feels almost like a mental cage, and you're not in a mental cage. You have power over that, right? You have the ability, the power to clear your mind. Yes, it takes energy and effort, but know that you are very capable of doing that. And we have the Page of Swords here. So I feel you're going to find yourself doing something new. This could be an implementation of a new habit, a new pattern, some sort of practice that allows you to stay at calm and peace, balanced, in equilibrium. So as you are moving through challenging experiences, or this releasing and shedding of energies, or holding a boundary, speaking a truth, even though it might be uncomfortable, you're finding yourself stable and grounded as you do so. It's almost like something that you've never experienced before. And every time you find yourself here, it feels weird, but it feels right. And there is no and if or buts about it. It's almost like this is the decision I've made to speak this, to express it, to live it and breathe it. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's final. There is no worry or stress about what other people are thinking or how this is going to affect this, that, or the other thing. This is more about you aligning with you, because perhaps in the past you may have found yourself lost in a place of uncertainty, feeling like you are disconnected or not able to speak from where you need to. You know, what's been really coming up for me a lot is this feeling of our words not reaching where they're meant to because they get lost in translation, or they are misinterpreted or not heard. But right now, I want you to know that Spirit hears you and your call is being answered. Okay, so there is something that is taking shape. And this date, March the 3rd, is that threshold we cross into something fresh, into something new. And it's not something that you're going to feel immediately on March the 3rd. It's something that we are gradually already moving through, but it's like a marker day for you. So there may be a sign or something that happens maybe on that day or around the next couple of days after that, where you get your sign, you get your signal. Now, what else is coming through this Page of Swords? They want you to adopt a beginner's mindset and perhaps try something different in a situation or some sort of an experience you're having to explore and discover, because there's something here that I feel some of you are unintentionally looking for. It's almost like you are receiving something that you didn't know you were looking for or you needed, and all of a sudden you're finding it. And that's answering a lot of questions for you, or it's confirming something. So this is how this energy of the Page of Swords is coming in. And because we have this card, I feel you may have been seeing a lot of angel numbers recently, especially 1111, 111. And the nighttime hours, especially around this blood moon, is especially significant because this is where we are going to feel most of these intuitive downloads. And you may find that the evening of March the 3rd that you are having trouble sleeping because you are either having, like, I feel sometimes this for me comes as nightmares. It's more of a darker vibe. It might not be for you. It could be dreams or communication that is happening in the evening hours, especially between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. That time span. So you may find yourself waking up and you're looking at the time and it's like 333 or 111 or 222. And there's a lot of thoughts, a lot of things that are happening in the mind space. So, you know, when you're feeling that, you can journal it, write it out, or think of something peaceful or calm or something that brings you to a place of contentment or even happiness, something that you're looking forward to, or something that happened in the past where it makes you chuckle or giggle. You're making room for these downloads to come in, and it's going to feel like you integrated. And after a couple of days, as everything kind of moves through you, there's going to be like an interpretation of it. So that is how they're showing me this coming in. And it really is opening you up to a completely new experience that does feel unfamiliar. And this is where the adventure begins, right? Sometimes we have fear around new experiences or experiences that we're not sure about. Maybe you're learning something new. This is like a probation period where we give ourselves like 3-4 months to get used to this energy. And once we've given ourselves that much time and we're still feeling out of alignment, we can readjust. Sometimes we may find ourselves actually enjoying it because now we're used to it. And it's like, oh, okay, I enjoy this, right? So give yourself that adjustment period to work with this, to really see where it takes you. And I'm getting a lot of messages. The messages have been coming through, of course, through music, but also through conversations. I feel that you may be left with some sort of feeling after you have a conversation, this lingering feeling, or something struck a chord in your heart. Some sort of conversation or something that you watched online, something someone said, something that you said that you didn't know you were going to say. It's coming in like that. So you'll have to share with me what this is for you. All right, so we're going to pull a Soul Mirror Oracle as your bonus card. This moon is acting like a mirror, reflecting back to you what your soul needs to hear. So the message coming through this is confusion. Perhaps you are going through an experience of confusion. And what I'm also getting are dreams where you feel like you're falling or you fell. Have you had any of those? So fearful and serene. Okay, you might be resonating with the image today. So let's read the message. So confusion. Wade slowly through this moment, Aquarius, and surrender to the turbulence that may be engulfing you. Embrace this transition by showing love and kindness to yourself, turning inwards to find calm and control. Trust that this process is ushering in a more abundant and awe-inspiring life beyond your present understanding. Things are evolving and shifting within you on a cellular level, and the world is mirroring this back to you. You feel different. Others feel different. Situations feel different. However, trust you are okay and you are held with divine love. Not having control often triggers fear, and during this time of difficulty, we often look outwards to try to control our surroundings. In this flurry, we lose sight of our knowledge that the only true way to experience external control is to harness the calm within ourselves. The universe has no other option but to reflect this back to you. The uncomfortable shift you are experiencing will be well worth it. The changes being made need more space than your previous growth phases. The universe is aligning you to your new level of consciousness and evolving around you, meeting you at this new vibration. Be gentle on yourself at this time. Give yourself love and space. In honoring this transition, you also allow and honor the universe in the same way. Remember that the world is reactive to you and us. We create it. Welcome to this incredible time. Rejoice in your evolution, growth, and what is yet to come. Now, I do have some reflection prompts for you, so feel free to write these down and use them. How can you trust the journey of growth you are undergoing despite the confusion and turbulence you may be experiencing? How can you nurture self-love during this time of discomfort and transition, if you're going through that? How is the significance of this phase in your growth and evolution, and how can you welcome it with joy? All right, so that's your message from the Soul Mirror Oracle. We're going to go ahead, close, and seal your reading now with an angel number. So you might already be seeing this angel number around, and we're getting the number 11. Look at that. Intuition awakes. Okay, so the message here is you are seeing the higher truth. Hearing from your angels as well, and you're knowing the future. So I'm getting premonition and foresight here, and the ability to put pieces together to see a bigger vision or a bigger picture around it. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, everyone, before we part ways, I wanted to share some exciting news with you. My daughter and I have recently launched these beautiful pendants. This is the Celestial Collection. These are zodiac medallions. They come in 18 karat gold vermeil and sterling silver. Today you can see that I'm wearing my Gemini sun sign and my Leo moon sign, and I'm going to be wearing these off. I'm not taking them off. Now I want you to know that each piece is blessed with love and intention. Okay, so what I'm going to do is leave you a link in the description box below for where you can find these and you can secure yours today. I'm also going to leave you with a message from my daughter today so that way you can personally meet her and hear her words for this collection and then the ad campaign after that. So thank you so much again for all of your support, everyone.
Hi everyone, Ria's daughter here, Ashley from Sacred Haven. Me and Ria just released our first collection ever and I wanted to share why we created it. From the beginning, we wanted to create jewelry that you guys felt connected to and personal that you could wear every day. That's why we created all 12 of the zodiac signs, because every sign has a different story and energy behind it, so everyone can find their piece that feels most like them. I'm wearing my Sagittarius pendant today, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I've gotten so many compliments so far. We hope you love the collection as much as we do, and thank you so much for all your support.